Hey everybody, Phil here with another DIY episode. Have you ever crawled under your house in the crawl space there if you have a raised foundation house? Well, I did. It's very tight and it's hard to get around, especially if you have to get to the farthest point in the house under there that you could possibly get in order to do your work. Well, that's me. I have a dryer vent that needs to be reconfigured. I have to run a new pipe and all that. And when I went down there, it was so much strain, I was sore for 2 days afterwards. So I went online to find a better way to get around down there, and I saw this device called a crawler, except it was $300. So I decided I'm gonna make my own. And that's what this video is all about. So take a look. So I got these tires that are about 8 3/4 inch diameter, fully inflated. But it could use a little more air right now. But I'm planning to put these on each side of this platform, like so. And that'll give us about 1 inch clearance on the bottom. It'll be just right for crawling up under the house. So let's get to it. Okay, so I've got my drill points marked. I'm going to try to make it as straight as possible. Start there. But I just realized something, that my washer has to cover this wide area. So I'll need a shim washer here, or a shim, not just a washer, but a shim. So since I'm trying to do this with as much existing scrap wood, pieces of scrap metals, and that sort of stuff without having to buy new hardware, I decided I'm going to use these steel bars, and I'm going to just screw them into position just like that, and then when the washer clamps down on it, I'm going to have a lock washer and then a nut. Once that's done, it should be nice and straight and secure. So I'm going to screw these in with little wood screws. So my solution of putting in this spacer bar actually is serving another purpose, and that is giving it upper support, because the weight is going to push down this way on the board, on the cart. The wheels here supporting it up, so there's going to be upward force on the piece of wood here, and this metal bracket's going to actually serve to be a good support for that. So I killed 2 birds with 1 stone on this one. We'll tighten this guy up, and that'll be the first one in place. I have a lock nut here. That should keep this securely in place. This is going to look just great. I'm using 2 nuts to lock against each other, keep the wheel on. Still have enough spin. And there we have it. It's very sturdy. And that's it. So here's my finished product, my crawler, a 4-wheel crawler for crawling myself around under the crawl space of the house, because I needed to go under there to do some work on my dryer vent. But when I went down there the one time to check things out, I realized how difficult and straining it is on my body. And I'm not a young guy anymore, so I looked online, I found this cart. Anyway, this was built using scrap pieces of 2x4 and 3/8 plywood. I think I'm going to reinforce the plywood though, and so that it can hold more weight. And then the wheels are pneumatic, air-filled with bearings. It's on a 5/8 bore, so I bought some 5-inch length 5/8 bolts and washers and nuts, and on the outside I'm using 2 nuts over a washer so that I can lock the 2 nuts together to hold the wheel in place but still give it a little place so it spins freely, because I noticed that if you tighten down the nut without doing this, then the wheel won't spin freely. So that's it. Next, I go under the house and work on my dryer vent. I don't think I'll make a video of that one though, because it's so dusty and hard to maneuver. So this was my project for today. Thanks for watching.